looking at its energetics, this is definitely a pungent warming herb, so its effect on temperature is absolutely warming. That's very clear. And because of its diaphoretic properties, stimulating sweating, and its warming property, we will see that it will tend to have more of a drying action in terms of moisture. Though in Ayurveda, the seeds are used as a demulcent for irritable urinary tract conditions. So there is some demulcent property in the plant, specifically that's associated with the seeds. I don't find the leaves to be particularly moistening. I find them to be a bit more on the drying side. Not super duper drying, but it is there. And then its effect on tissue tone being relaxant, certainly as a nervine remedy. So I like to think of it as reducing an excess of vata and reducing an excess of kapha, potential for aggravating pitta due to its pungent warming nature. Very specific for the wind tension tissue state, and very good for cold depression, damp stagnation tissue states, where you see that in the way that it's clearing phlegm and fluids from the lungs, and the way it's benefiting that insulin resistance pattern. I mean, when people have diabetes and insulin resistance, they tend to be damp, right? There's too many sugars in the blood. There's a lot of stagnation to the circulation. That tends to lead to a lot of cold in the system. So the energetics of this herb, as well as its biochemical properties, actually point to it being very, very useful for cold depression and damp stagnation, and then all the nervine carminative stuff is great for wind tension. So really, really versatile plant, right? Like, that's a lot of different actions. It's a lot of affinities. This herb has so many different ways that it can be applied medicinally and therapeutically. I think it is a really, really great plant to have around in your apothecary. It's fantastic as an infusion too. It tastes good, right? So you can really administer it in a variety of ways. I find it, because it's aromatic, I prefer to use it fresh. I think that's just kind of the way we tend to think about aromatic herbs, is we just really like them much more fresh than dried. But certainly it doesn't lose too much of its influence when it's dried, maybe a little bit. But it is effective fresh or dried. So yeah, really lovely plant, great one to have around.